Hello everybody, it's Mandy. It's been a while. A lot has happened since the last video that I put down, or uploaded, I guess. And I'm sorry I look a mess today, but it's Saturday and I just didn't care, so I was cleaning house most of the day today, just to keep me busy. Okay. I haven't posted in a while because, well, for one thing, for a while, nothing really happened eventful for me to post. And then, earlier this week, I did have some eventful stuff happen that I wanted to post about, but figured I needed to wait a little while to get my emotions in check about it. And then, as the week has gone on, I've realized that my emotions on this situation isn't going to get any better. So, I figured I'd make a video and see what you all thought about everything, and hopefully get some advice from some people if they've been down this road before with stuff. Because I really need some advice, and I'm at a point. Anyway, maybe I should just let y'all know what I'm talking about, so you'll know what I need. Okay, well, if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing a hat. My hair pulling got even worse, to where in the back where I'd been pulling before, the hair that was kind of like the top layer of hair to cover everything was no longer able to cover anything anymore. So normally whenever I get to that point, I just decide to shave my head, and which is, I had to debate because I couldn't decide if I wanted to shave it or not, because I told myself, I swore to myself the last time that I shaved it, which was right around the time I was graduating from college, that I was never going to do that again. I was never going to get to the point that I would need to do that again. I told myself I wasn't going to. And then lo and behold, last Saturday, so a week ago, I shaved my head. After talking to a friend of mine, and she knew about my hair pulling, she didn't know how bad it had gotten or anything, and we talked about it, and talked about the fact that I'm doing these videos and stuff, and how I said, you know, I'm going to let the real me show through and stuff, and I didn't want to hide anymore, so I didn't want to go into a wig. I knew that was not going to be an option for me, because I did not want to hide. And the whole thing about a wig is you're still in that fear of what happens if, you know, the wind blows and blows my hair off, which I've never had that happen since I've worn wigs, but, you know, you're always, you know, well, there was one time that my son, he was younger back then, he tore my wig off. I had a shaved head underneath, so there really wasn't anything to keep the wig on except for a little headband that I had on. And so, you know, it's pretty easy to tear off. Well, he tore it off in the middle of my oldest son's soccer practice. I hope nobody saw, and as far as I know, nobody did, because nobody said anything. So, anyway, I knew I didn't want to do the wig thing. And not only that, I mean, I was going to church at the time, and, you know, people would ask me why I'm wearing a wig, and I didn't know what to say. I mean, I just kind of said, I just wanted to I wanted something different. I think is what I told them. I wanted something different, which isn't really a lie, but at the same time it is a lie. And you're at church, and you shouldn't be lying at church, you know. So I always felt funny about that, and now I'm really not even going to church right now, but that's a whole nother story. But at some point we do hope to go back to church, to a church somewhere, and yeah, so I needed something that was going to work out. So, after talking with my friend about all this, we decided the hat thing would probably be okay, because, you know, this is like a crocheted hat. It's probably off to the side a little bit. I just threw it on right before I started the video, so I didn't want to, like, scare y'all right off with a bald head. This is a crocheted hat, and as you can tell, there's little holes in it and stuff, so people can see if there's hair or not, you know. So technically I'm not lying, I'm not hiding anything, because if they look close enough, they'd be able to see, okay? And it's given my friend something to do because she makes these hats, and so it's all good. She has something that keeps her busy, and it's helping me out. She's able to support me in that way and stuff, and she's really been great about it and stuff. So I mean, I can't even ask for a better friend than her right now, because she's the only one right now that understands me. She gets me right now, and I feel like, really, after the week I've had, I really feel like she's the only one that understands right now. Anyway, oh, and in case you're wondering about my finger, I was cutting some vegetables and stuff, and basically cut not the tip like to the knuckle, but that tip of skin, that's right there. It came off on my finger, so I just have this on it to cover it so I won't knock it and stuff. It's getting better, but that's another story. I have a lot of other stories. Okay, so anyway, so I've shaved my head. Here we go. Ta-da! Nothing really new to look at, really. Like I've got the bald spots back in here, like how I showed you before, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and it's growing back. I mean, after a week, this is already here, and I shaved it all the way to the skin. So, not that I shaved the skin, but you know what I mean. A full shave of the head. So it's growing back quite a bit already, but like I said, I like to have it in hats because it get cold. And it's winter time, and finally the cold weather hit, so it's really cold here right now. So yeah. Okay. Now, back to what I really wanted to talk about. Okay, so, as I said, my friend's been very supportive. Came up with the idea of hats. I'm sorry, I had this sandwich and it's making me have heartburn and all sorts of issues right now. Okay. So we came up with a hat idea and stuff, and it got to the point where I was just getting really excited about having this hat collection and everything, and where I could wear different things each day, and I was really starting to get excited about this decision that I made. And with my friend being so supportive and stuff, I really felt good about it. So, my therapy appointment was Monday. I go in wearing my hat, and actually the hat has a flower to it, but it's in the other room, so I just didn't grab it, which makes it super cute. And so I wore that day and everything, and I had my makeup on, looked all nice and all that. I go in there to my therapy appointment, I start talking to her, and of course I told her that I've shaved my head, that things just got bad after Christmas and everything like that. And she then proceeded to make me feel like total crap about everything, about this whole decision of shaving my head again and everything. And she said that we've talked about everything that we can talk about in therapy, that she wants me to go on anti-anxiety medicine. I don't know why that rubbed me the wrong way. A lot of people, it really wouldn't have rubbed them the way that it did me. But my mom takes anti-anxiety medication. She takes antidepressants, everything like that. It's like a whole freaking concoction of medicine that she takes. And all I know is around the time that she had to start taking anti-anxiety medicine, she became a total zombie. Sleeps all the time and everything like that. And that really hasn't changed in I don't even know how long. And I don't want to be that kind of mom to my kids. And I know my doctor keeps saying, well, there's a lot of different medications and stuff like that are out there. Things have gotten better. All that stuff. But I actually had to take some anti-anxiety medicine whenever I was having some issues with my bowels and stuff. And it ended up that I needed to eat a gluten-free diet. But before that, they had to rule out everything else. And one of the things was to see if it was my nerves that was causing my problems and stuff, kind of like an IBS problem. So they put me on some kind of anti-anxiety medicine. I believe it was benzodiazepine, something like that. I'm not sure. That's the only one that sounds familiar to me. But again, I can't remember what he put me on, to be honest with you. All I know is I was on it. He wanted me to try it for 2 weeks. 10 days in it, I had to call him and said, I can't take this anymore because it was making me so exhausted. I mean, I was basically in zombie mode. And the job that I have is like a production type job. And I honestly don't have the time for that right now. I didn't have the time for it then, but I really don't now, because one of the things that's stressing me out is they've increased my production at work. And in order to keep up with that production, I have to be fully awake at this point. And so I'm just afraid of all the different things that can happen. I've heard so many different stories about people thinking that the bugs are crawling on them and stuff like that. All these different side effects. And I don't know how any of this stuff is going to affect me. And to me, that's just going to give me one more thing to stress out about. You know, and right now I can't do that. Anyway, in the process of everything, she kept asking me 50 gajillion questions in the thing, and it got to the point where I was sitting there bawling my eyes out at her. I just was saying a bunch of crap just to get her to drop the issue, I guess, on the medicine, but of course that just wants her to push it further. So now I have to go back to see her next Thursday, and I really don't even want to right now. I'm really ticked off at her, to be honest with you. I don't, if it were up to me, I wouldn't even go on Thursday. Because, I mean, I even told her that I was feeling good about the fact that I shaved my head this time. That, you know, I've done it before, and it was just to avoid an issue. This time, I'm taking control of it. I've come to the conclusion I'm just going to keep having to shave my head or keep it really, really, really short. Because, I mean, I've even had, you know, short hairstyles where it's like to here and stuff like that, and it would have like the long mane. I can't do that. That's too long. Okay? When I'm talking short, I mean just a little couple of inches of hair. That's it. That's all I'll be able to do. I know that now. Just from the course of everything, the way I see it is God gave me trike for a reason. He doesn't make mistakes. So for whatever reason he gave me this, he did. And I feel that if he did that, then apparently he just wants me to be bald or have really, really short hair, because that's the only time I don't pull, you know. And thank God he didn't have me pull my eyebrows or my eyelashes or anything else. It's just my hair on my head. So that's at least something good, right? I mean, it makes it a lot less embarrassing. But anyway, I just want to know if any of y'all have taken any anti-anxiety medicine, if it helps you. For some reason, she seems to think that there's some magic pill I'm going to take and I'm going to instantly stop pulling my hair. And I know that's not the case. I've been on different medicines before. They had me on some kind of medicine at one point that I looked it up to see what it was, and of course when you look it up, it always tells you all these different things that it's for than what it was actually being prescribed to you for. So the one that I was prescribed was for schizophrenia. I know. I'm like, I don't hear voices in my head, you know, stuff. So I don't know why they did that. And they put me on a high level of Zoloft at one point. And whenever I was a teenager, I was on a really, really low dose, and even that was too much. So I ended up having to cut that in half because I was annoying everybody in my classes. So then, as I got older, they put me on a high level of Zoloft, which I remember that, and then the schizophrenia medicine ended up making me pull my hair out more. I actually went on a pulling spree when I was on that medicine. So I don't have good situations with being put on medicine. So I've lost faith in it, to be honest with you. I feel like, you know, talking things through and finding ways of coping and stuff like that, I feel like that's a better way to handle this than medicine, you know. So if any of y'all have been put on medicine for your trike, can you please let me know and tell me what you took, if it helped. If it didn't help, please tell me that too, so I know not to tell my, you know, if my doctor even suggests one of those medications, I can say forget it, it's not going to work. To save me some grief, I guess. Of course, I know everybody's different, so something that might not work for you might work for me. I don't know. But at this point, she makes it sound like if I don't take some kind of anti-anxiety medicine, or at least try it for 6 months, how long she's wanting me to do it for, then basically I'm not going to be able to see her anymore. Now, she didn't say that word for word, but honestly, the way she kept insisting, it was implied. And it just sucks, because this was a therapist that didn't want to put me on anything. Whenever I told her in my first visit I didn't want to be put on anything, she understood that. So I don't know why now she's wanting to put me on stuff. And I mean, I know I'm getting all emotional about it, but I just don't want to have to rely on medicine the rest of my life, you know? It just, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just being stupid about it. I don't know, but it didn't help my mom. And I know my mom doesn't even have trich, but she has anxiety issues. It didn't help her. She's just as anxious now, even more so. She won't even leave her house at this point. I mean, she's got it really bad. She ended up quitting her job over stress. And without any notice or anything, and that was, you know, but bottom line, I remember when she first started having panic attacks and stuff, and they put her on that medicine, and that was basically when I lost my mom in all aspects, really. I mean, she's there, but she's asleep almost all day and stuff, and I don't want to be like that. And I don't want to take any medicine that's going to make me be like that. So, anyway, I'm going to get off of here so before I bring up all these emotions again, because it's just been one of those weeks where every time I think about this stuff I get depressed and start feeling hopeless about it, because I feel like my therapist has given up on me. Bottom line, I just feel like she gave up on me. And it's not a good feeling when, you know, the person that's supposed to be helping you, you feel like doesn't care anymore. Doesn't want to deal with you anymore. It just sucks. So, anyway, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about any of this. Help me somehow. Give me some advice, because right now it just depresses me. The bottom line, I just don't want to deal with any of it. So, I mean, I'm not going to do anything stupid, so don't tell me more about any of that stuff. I mean, I'm just going to go through, and chances are I'm just going to let them put me on something and just take it, because, I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'll be like this for 6 months, and then I will tell her, forget it, I'm not taking this anymore, because if I end up sleeping all the day, no. I just hope that in the meantime I don't lose my job. Anyway, I don't know. So just leave a comment and let me know. Again, if you've been on anything, let me know what it was. Especially if it helped you, let me know what it was. If it didn't help, then also tell me what it was, so I know that chances are that's not going to work. But anyway, just let me know. Please give me advice, because I need some help on this, because right now I'm just not in the right place, and my appointment's not till Thursday, so hopefully by then I'll be in a better place to deal with going there, because right now I'm not in the mood for any of this. So anyway, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.